cutting out my losses and letting go of pain. Used to hurt so bad, dwelling on the past. Now I just say fuck it, spark up and go down. Feeling proud, can't stop me now. On this high, gotta stay above. Each inhale takes my conscience on another level. Everything around me fades away in the distance until all things existential seem insignificant. I live and breathe free. Two things I don't worry about, yesterday or tomorrow. I'm gonna live my life, no sorrow. Inhale, then exhale, release all the bullshit. First sign of grief I say bye. Don't wanna hear excuses, don't have time for games. I'm cutting out my losses and letting go of pain. Used to hurt so bad, dwelling on the past. Now I just say fuck it, spark up and go down. Cloud Avenue. Down. Cloud Avenue. I'm above the clouds, don't need no crowd. I'm on my own, and I'm feeling proud. I can't stop me now. On this high, gotta stay above. No rain, only sunshine. Can't feel the sunshine up on my face. Got a peace of mind. I'm feeling fine, and I'm living life. Puff, puff, pass. Two things I don't worry about, yesterday or tomorrow. I'm gonna live my life, no sorrow. Inhale, then exhale, release all the bullshit. First sign of grief I say bye. Don't wanna hear excuses, don't have time for games. I'm cutting out my losses and letting go of pain. Used to hurt so bad, dwelling on the past. Now I just say fuck it, spark up and go down. Cloud Avenue. Down. Cloud Avenue. I'm above the clouds, don't need no crowd. I'm on my own, and I'm feeling proud. Can't stop me now. On this high, gotta stay above. Each inhale takes my conscience on another level. Everything around me fades away in the distance until all things existential seem insignificant. I live and breathe free. Two things I don't worry about, yesterday or tomorrow. I'm gonna live my life, no sorrow. Inhale, then exhale, release all the bullshit. No matter where you are in this bigger world, dance like you used to do when you were a boy or girl. Don't matter your location, anyone from any nation. I just wanna know. Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch a feeling, feeling. feel the groove. Let your body move, make it go. Might sound a little bit crazy, but I don't care. All I wanna do is put my hands up in the air. Wind my waistline, bring it up, down, and round. If you could keep up, then we can't get down. Can you feel it? Does the music make you feel alive? Does it make you wanna go? Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go. Feeling the sunshine on me. Feeling the music running through my veins. Feeling the rhythm pumping in my feet. Make you wanna go. Get it on your feet and dance with me. Dirty wine, dirty wine. Let me see you. Dirty wine. Rock it down, rock it down. Rock it down. Do the one drop, do the one drop. Skip it to my loo. Let me see you do the one drop. Will you dance with me? Dance with me. Can we take it slow? Take it slow. Catch feeling, feeling. It's in the air. You can feel the groove. Let your body move. Make it go.
All righty, then. All right. Okay, so we're on. Today was Monday. Today is Monday. Oh, okay. So how many of you set your clocks back? I totally forgot. They didn't even announce it. Like, where do you get the
I saw the message the
announcements?
other day, but I really didn't pay it no mind.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I did not know that. I was literally looking at my phone and looking at my car clock, like they just wasn't the same.
And I ain't even get on my
I'm
phone.
like, it's 3:00. Like, what? Oh, but then I saw it was 1:55. I said, oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. And then I was like, wait, why is it? It was a whole process. But, hopefully you realize that sooner than later. And if you had to go to work this morning, you was on time because you were an hour early, maybe. I don't know. Who is texting me?
Yeah, if you didn't, something like that. Yeah, we went to work an hour early.
Yes. Well, you guys, we won't, talk around what we're here for. We know what we're here for. We're doing the 12 laws of life. I want to say 12 laws of the universe because we did actually do that book. And as I was reading, I was like, wait, hold up. Didn't we read this book already? It sounded familiar. But the 12 laws of life are different from the 12 laws of the universe because the 12 laws of the universe is metaphysical and spiritual, where this book is about how we interact from the human experience. So it's some difference there because spiritually, this is where we want to ascend, but humanly, this is where we are. Okay. Right. So the book, again, we are reading or listening to it on Audible. So if you have an Audible subscription, make sure check this book out. It was only like 41 minutes. So we're getting it done. We're reaching our goals. Thank you for the love. Thank you. There's a lot of hearts coming in. Go ahead and send a cash app. You can send a cash app to Brown Girls WNGRLZENT cash app. We are looking for donations. Go ahead and do that, or you can go ahead and send us some coins. There's some new features. We got to a certain level, so we got new features. So I want to see the new features.
Brown Girls ENT.
Yeah, BRWNGRLZENT on Cash App, and she's putting that in the comments. I guess I could do this on Facebook. Okay, let me do that. All right, you guys, hold on. We are. Ooh, you can send us stars on here too. You know what I'm saying? Either or
that.
All right, sorry for the long
Okay.
pause, but we trying to stay focused. All right, cool. All right, so going into the 12 laws of life, and excuse me if I say universe, it's just, they are written by the same author. I'm not going to try to mess up his name. Yep, but Mr. Singh, we'll say Singh, yes. But the first law is the law of neutrality. This law suggests that the universe is inherently neutral, and it is our perception that assigns meaning, positive or negative.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, you can be going through something, and depending on how you decide to see it, how you interpret it, is what actually gives it meaning. So, your car gets broken into, or it stops at a light or something like that. You can immediately assume that, why is this happening to me? I have this to do and this to do. But on the other side of it, if you actually went through that light, or something, you needed to take your car somewhere or something, it could have saved you from a situation. You could have been just the right amount of time to be ran off the road or something. You don't know how things work out in your favor, but essentially it's the way you look at things, right? So does that make sense?
No. Sorry. What I got from the law of neutrality was all the laws are the same, so that everybody gets affected by all the laws the same way. So if you jump up in the air, you're gonna fall down. Everything is neutral. It doesn't pick sides. It's not only picking on this person. It's neutrality. So the laws of nature are neutral is what I heard when I listened to that part.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, that's the thing about reading and having book club. Everybody has their own interpretations of things.
Mm-hmm.
But what I got from it was the neutral. And I'll explain it again since it ain't make sense. But in neutrality, the way that we decide to view something negative or good, negative or bad or good, we'll say bad or good, that it's essentially, it could be either or. It's neutral. It is neither or, but we put a definition based on how we feel about the circumstance to give it bad or good. So that's, if we look at it in a neutral sense, this could be I don't know how this situation is working out for. It's either going to be a bad effect or a positive effect. If we just stay neutral and see how it plays out, most of the time I end up seeing, the good in it or whatever. All right. So the second law is the law of agreement.
Mm-hmm.
And it states that we agree to consciously or unconsciously manifestations in our reality. Our beliefs, thoughts, and actions are a form of agreement with the universe. By changing our agreements, what we choose to accept or reject, we can alter our experience of life. So again, going back to my perception of,
but that what you was talking about is the law of agreement, not neutrality. Earlier, neutrality is the laws of all the laws are the same, so it doesn't pick a side as to how it affects one person over the other. It's not going to say, "Oh, Desiree, I'm not gonna let you be able to jump off of this building and land on your feet."
Oh my God, here.
Okay.
The laws of nature, whether it is 12 laws of the universe, 12 laws of karma, or the 12 laws of life, apply to all equally, with no exception. This is because the universe is not biased towards anyone. It is actually we, the humans, who have created biasness and categorization, making things complicated to understand and perceive as they are. The laws apply equally to everyone, irrespective of the caste, creed, sex, color, or even how much wealth the person has. It is like touching a hot pot. It does not matter if you feel you are a good person or a bad person. If you touch a hot pot, your hand is going to get burned. The law of neutrality stresses the point that the laws are fair for everyone. The universe and its laws are neutral. The universe and its laws are neutral. They do not have any favorites or favors a particular class or category.
Yeah. All right, so maybe I was mixing them because I was mixing them. But from when he said that, the way that we make it difficult and how we experience this, where I went and was like, I guess that's what
you try to make it seem like this. I mean, a person may think that, oh, the universe is picking on me when it's not. It's it's neutral. So like the way you perceive things, I see what you're trying to say, because he did say that briefly, but that's not what the law of neutrality is. The law of neutrality is the fact that all the laws treat everyone the same. There are no biases in that law. I mean, in all the laws.
And that is correct. And that is correct. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as the law agreement, so basically what I said for that in combination. So essentially what the law of agreement is, it states that we agree to things. So if we agree to something like she just said, why me? Why the universe? The universe is picking on me. If we believe that that's the case, then we're in agreement with it. So now the universe is like, okay, I can pick on her. So that's kind of what I got from the law agreement. The third law is the law of lessons. This law emphasizes that life is a series of lessons meant for personal and spiritual growth. And he does say something that if you believe that you're going to stop encountering lessons, then you're a fool, because you're going to encounter lessons up until the day you die, and the last lesson is death, so essentially you're going to be learning, and you should just be learning and growing with every instance of everything that's going on in your life.
Right.
You have something to say? Okay.
No, that's exactly right.
Okay.
That
was off to a rocky start, but finishing up strong. The law of cause and effect. Mm-hmm. Similar to the great law of karma, this law states that every action has a reaction. Everything we do, think, or feel sets into motion a chain of events that returns to us. What we put out into the world, whether positive or negative, is inevitably comes back to us. So I think, and this is where it is. It's like, if I don't really, really take notes, I be thinking that I heard this in another part. But I think, and again, you guys can read this book too. But I think that with the law of cause and effect, that they use the example. Damn, I lost it that fast. About choosing to go and do something nice for someone, like, or smiling. Was it in this part?
I don't know. Keep going.
Okay, so like when you decide today that you're going to go and speak kindly to someone or do something. Let me see, law of attraction.
No, that's right.
Okay, yeah. So inevitably that comes back to you. If you can think of someone that you meet that always gives you motivation, that person, if you can think of that person as a motivating factor in your life, that person attracts. Hold on, maybe is that attraction? No, that's the law of attraction. All right, I'm gonna hold out.
The cause and effect is like,
because go ahead.
You have to just like every situation has an effect, right? Every situation has there's a cause and effect to everything. So like you have to be mindful of, okay, so if I decide that I'm going to rob somebody, I can't think that I won't get robbed. Right? Mm-hmm. It's almost like he's kind of saying like, or I shouldn't say I'm going to get robbed, or that I'm not going to go to jail. Right? Because you rob somebody, so the effect may be that you go to jail. You might not, but it would be crazy for you to think that can't happen. Right? So like you just have to be mindful of the things that you do. If you're putting out love, you're going to receive love. If you're being hateful to people, it's very hard for people to be nice to you. It's cause and effect. You're going to get a reaction out of every action that you create. So just be mindful of how you're treating people, how you're going about life. If you're always negative, and talking about how bad it's going to rain, it's going to rain. So that's basically what I heard.
Okay, so you summed that up because I want to get to law of attraction. All right. The next law is the law of balance. This law reflects the idea that the universe strives for balance in all things. For every action, there is a counterbalance in our personal lives. It encourages maintaining harmony between the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects of our existence. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't remember this chapter. And I can go
Yeah.
I think, it's like when you read something one time, it generally, the things that stick out to you stick out to you.
Basically, just want you to just be more understanding of other people and not be so judgmental, and actually hear somebody out before you judge them for whatever reason. That's what I got.
You can emerge as an improved version of yourself. Take the element of carbon, for example. Coal and diamond both are made up of carbon atoms, but their difference in the organization within makes all the difference. How is this difference achieved? Diamond is nothing but gold.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
Pressure staying under the rocks and layers
Yeah.
of earth, that it becomes more valuable than the ordinary gold. The same tides do not make skilled sailors. Similarly, a life without chaotic events does not lead to building a strong person to face all the challenges thrown on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm in a law of expansion. See, I still wasn't even in the right law. That's why. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
you have to see things from the other person's perspective instead of just
okay.
being
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
okay, so my side is right.
Yes.
You
And
need
that
to actually
teaches-
listen to the other person and see their point of view.
And it teaches calmness
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. Yes. I remember that. See,
Mhm.
okay. All right. So the law of attraction. This popular law says that opposites attract. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs send out energy frequencies into the universe. Well, not opposites. Positive thoughts and beliefs bring positive outcomes, while negative ones attract challenges. So you are what you attract. So essentially, again, and that's going into agreement, the law of agreement. If you say that the universe is picking on me, one, you're in agreement with it, and now because that's the energy you're giving off, this is what you're going to attract back to you. The law of attraction also states that you attract what energy you give out, right? So again, going into the example I was going to use earlier of if you can think of someone that's a motivator, a positive impact in your life, they tend to have more people that think the same way about them, and they start attracting people who are on the same level or doing the same things. If you take a person who is business owners, right? Business owners, we seem to kind of connect with each other. We tend to be going on the same path. So, iron sharpens iron. You should be attracting more people in alignment with you. Even thinking about birds of a feather flock together, in the sense that if I can look at you and look at your friends can tell me a lot about who you are, right? And also, if you believe in the negative things, you can attract negative things. I fear $43 billion. It's strong. But I also in agreement that I will get $43 billion. So I'm attacking them from both sides. You feel me? So that just basically talks about the law of attraction. Now, again, in comparison, if you saw the last 2 or 3 lives that we did, we actually did the laws of the universe. They're somewhat similar, but again, remember, guys, we're talking not from the sense of the spiritual, but more so in the physical. So I just hope that that we're explaining it well. But again, you guys can go to Audible and check out the book.
But even as we're going through this stuff, if you're paying attention, these are like what you can physically do. It's not necessarily just like a mind thing. It's what you can physically do. Like you can physically listen to somebody and not be biased as to what, like you're saying, if you're having a disagreement or having a conversation with somebody, instead of being like, oh, that person is wrong, or judging them, or whatever the case may be, you actually listen to what they have to say and you hear them out and you try to, put your feet in their shoes for a minute before you judge. Just like, all of this stuff is stuff that you can actually do. Versus spiritually, it's a spiritual thing. It's definitely in your brain. So you have to.
And I feel like this is a good segue into our last and final book for the season, which is Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself. That book is going to break everything that this is saying down in a scientific way
Mhm.
for you to understand the programming that it requires for your brain. So like even when you were wanting to attract, like the law of attraction, it's a rewiring of how you think and feel. Like
especially if you're somebody who's negative.
negative.
Like if you're already a negative person, it's going to be a little bit challenging
Mhm.
for you to switch your brain into,
and that's okay.
It's not. It is
And that's
fine. I'm not saying anything's wrong. It's definitely a good thing to learn,
Mhm.
and it's a good muscle to grow.
Mhm.
So like, you know, even though it may be a little bit difficult, it's not impossible, and it can be done.
And everything worth having comes with a little difficulty.
So, you know, just somebody who may not be as positive all the time might have a little bit more of a difficult time with it. But if you keep practicing it and keep doing the things, you'll eventually get there. I mean, it's hard for people who aren't always, you know, positive. I mean, who are positive more times than not, because it's not like you don't have those thoughts in your brain about negative things and stuff like that, but that's hard to like turn off when you've been doing it for so long. And sometimes it could be about the smallest of things, but you have to try to flip that switch in your brain to stop you from having those thoughts. The law of attraction, you'll definitely, like he was saying, you know, a lot of people, especially people who are successful or people that you may think like, damn, why do they keep getting all of this stuff? How do they keep being able to do all this stuff or whatever? You know, it's because they attracted it. You know what I'm saying? They knew that this is the type of life that they wanted to live, and they never thought twice about it. Like there was never a time where they was like, oh, this isn't possible. Even if it was quickly faded away. You know what I'm saying? It may have been a 5-second thought versus somebody else who doesn't necessarily think that way all the time. It's kind of harder to I'm sorry, I got a text.
Yeah, or somebody,
Sorry. I done lost my train of thought. But anyways, yeah. You heard what I said.
And so going into the law of connection. The law of connection suggests that everything in the universe is interconnected. Every action, no matter how small, has a ripple effect that influences the whole. It also highlights how events and experiences are linked, even if the connection isn't immediately obvious. And I can definitely say that I've had those experiences in my life where you don't see how something is connected. It's called an aha or hindsight. Like you see how something worked its way out or through, actually. You know, I can talk about current situations now. I can talk about past situations. I've seen how things work out. And also that events in itself, even like there was like, I don't know if y'all seen that Doctor Who commercial where she steps on a butterfly and then next thing you know she looks like a completely different thing. Like you wouldn't think that just by stepping on a butterfly it completely changes your genetic makeup 600 billion years ago, but essentially things like that do exist. So something can change your directory. But I've also seen where even if you have changed the trajectory, you still wind up on the path. It just, you had different branches, maybe possibly, and you chose a branch that still was going to lead you back to where you needed to go. It's just depending on what lesson you needed to learn at the time, right? And then we go to the law of expansion. This law refers to the natural growth and evolution of all things. Everything in the universe is constantly expanding, including consciousness. On a personal level, it encourages us to continuously grow, evolve, expand our understanding of ourselves and of the universe. And I can say this for just going into 2024, right? A lot of the things that we once had or once did, or everything is constantly changing. We look at technology, we look at how things grow, we look at how we've become more of an accepting of people. We have laws in place for equality. Those are things that as a consciousness or a collective, we're growing and we're expanding. You know, we're not, at, like where we think we should be currently, but eventually, hopefully we get there. So remember, you guys, vote tomorrow. vote. So we make sure that we are evolving.
Yeah.
And do you have anything to say?
Just basically, I felt like it was just about making sure that you grow.
Mm-hmm.
Things change over time. So yeah, if you're not growing, you're being stagnant. So you definitely need to make sure that you grow and embrace the things that are making you you. Instead of looking at them negatively, like things that might happen to you. It's the reason why it's happening. Take it as that lesson and grow from it.
Keep it moving. Keep it pushing, because you're gonna have lessons until you die.
So just make sure you just grow every day and just take the lessons that life is giving you and try to make it a positive thing as best as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm. And then going into the law of empowerment, the law of empowerment states that we have the power to shape our own reality by taking responsibility for our actions, thoughts, and beliefs. We empower ourselves to make choices that align with our highest potential and create the life we desire. So I want to use the example of, you can always let the past define you, or you can let your future shape who you're going to be. So when I say, being stuck in the past isn't going to change. It's already happened. It's already done. Leave it where it's at and continue to go there. When you look at people, and sometimes they're like, damn, I didn't expect such and such, because they were this, and the other. They got all this list of what this person was and not seeing who that person is. Like, yeah, that was me. I did that. I've lived that life, but that's not who I am. Those situations were lessons and things that I had to go through in order to evolve to become this person. I was tired of this. I decided to change.
Empowerment?
I'm tired of empowerment. Yeah. Once you take responsibility for your actions, as far as, I made that choice and that decision. Again, that doesn't define me. You can go on and move and break free of the hold that the past has on people, that we don't live there no more. So that's, to me, it's empowerment, being able to not define yourself, put yourself in a box based on past experiences or what you think someone's going to judge you for. If people are judging, all of that, just move through it. It don't really matter at the end of it all anyway. So just do the things that you want to do.
Making sure that you empower yourself. Basically realizing that
self-love.
You say you want to do better or at going to the gym, and you actually do it. That is an empowerment for yourself. So always empower yourself to move forward and work towards the things that you want.
And now moving to the law of possibilities. We got one more law to go, you guys. The law of all possibilities. This law is about embracing the infinite possibilities that exist in the universe. There are no limits to what can happen or what we can achieve. When we align with this law, we open ourselves to the endless opportunities and potentials that are available to us. So essentially, everything within you is possible. Everything that you think you want to do, or the only thing stopping you from doing it is you. That's what I got from it. It's literally everything is possible. We put the restrictions on ourselves to say this is what we can't do. Like, if any example of, I always like to use the example of going on a trip. If you want to go somewhere, you find out how much it costs, you save, you buy, you do all the things. It is a possibility. You've made it a possibility, and you've made it a truth and a reality. And we can say, or the flip side, we can say, oh, I don't have enough money to go on a trip, so you decide not to go on a trip. You just made not going on the trip just as equal as the possibility of going. If you just kind of do what it needs to be done in order for that possibility to become true, right? And most people sometimes take the easier route, which is just saying no, when instead you can say yes and work towards getting that. So that's kind of what my take on the law of possibilities.
Yep, anything's possible. You think it, you can have it. It's yours. You want it, it's yours. So, like I said, anything that if you can think of it in your brain, if you can create something in your mind, you can create it in real life. Basically, it can be done.
Just like drawing a picture. You see it in your mind, and you draw it. If you can draw, you can draw. And then the last one is the law of love. Thank you for all the hearts. Again, the law of love, you guys, the law of love, right? The law of love is the most powerful of all the laws. The law of love asserts that love is the highest frequency in the universe, and the force that binds everything together. Acting from a place of love aligns us with the flow of the universe and brings peace, harmony, and fulfillment. And I don't know what else to say to that. Love thy neighbor. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The power in the word. If you speak and say that this will happen, then do and act as if it will happen. Uh, you know, we biblically, spiritually, all of the things love. Like ultimately, if we loved on each other the way we were meant to be, there would be. I really feel no war, no nothing. But
Right.
We're taught to hate and we're taught to be divided. And that division causes all of the things because we're not doing unto others as we would have them do unto us. Because I definitely know I wouldn't want somebody to come blow me up. Why would I go blow somebody else up? But we'll leave that for later because TikTok do like to shut us down. They're like, oh, they're talking about blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the community thing to pop up. Like, and it be me.
It hasn't. And I don't know why that thing came up. It's so weird.
Yeah, but essentially these laws can serve as guiding principles for personal growth, mindfulness, and actually living in harmony with the universe and amongst ourselves. Each law reflects a deeper truth about how the universe operates and how we can align our actions and thoughts to achieve balance and success in lives. So so essentially, thank you guys. Thank you. So essentially, that's the 12 laws the 12 laws of life. Again, if you have not read it, you can go and check it out on Audible. It does have Mr. Singh, because I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Whatever. He does have several books. The law of the universe, which we did read a few weeks ago. So if you want to check that one out, you can definitely check that out because they are kind of similar. But you can see how the spiritual laws are in effect, and how the laws for mankind are in effect, and the things that we should do as humans towards other people. So essentially, this book talked about how we should treat each other and ourselves on this earthly plane. And the spiritual laws are how the laws of the universe is on the spiritual realm, and how we ascend to being closer to whoever, God, universe, how we become one with the universe, essentially. So again, you guys, you can check out Audible. You can check out our latest and our greatest past book clubs and interviews.
Yep, them too.
So we don't have an interview tomorrow, but we will have one next week. It'll be a special edition, special feature, so make sure you check that out. We will be back in 2 weeks with the next book. We will be reading Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. So we're giving you 2 weeks to get up on speed. We read this book last year, and like if you were here last year, you know that I said I was reading this book again, because I do at the end of each year. Because again, as you read books, you over and over again, you're going to hear pieces that you didn't hear before. So like even in the example of this book, this is my first time reading this book. I forgot several different parts because there were certain parts that reached me at this point in this level in my life. Well, I will read that book again and hear the things that I missed before. So again, we're reading Breaking Habits of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. Make sure you read the first 4 chapters. We are going to break it up in like a 4-week like we did before, because there are like 20-something chapters in this book, and they're very detailed and long. Again, it is a scientific book. The book is going to break down how you program yourself, the things that you become aware of in practicing spiritual growth and understanding. There are things that you have to program yourself to become aware of. Your thoughts being one of them, the things you say, the things you speak, how you feel, what you radiate. It breaks that down. So if that interests you, Make sure you are here in 2 weeks to check out the first of the 4-part series of Breaking Habit of Being Yourself. And I know I said that several times, but I'm saying that several times. So if you didn't hear the first 5, you got it the 6th, 7th, or 8th. Okay. All right, you guys. So thank you again for joining in on our book club. We are done. We actually did this in 32 minutes. I'm proud of us. But again, this book was a short read. I can't say that the will be short with Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza, simply because it is a more in-depth reading. And it is something that we do have to sit there and discuss. And we did it last time. And I think, Lord, we was on for 2 hours. But since we already have a thing, we should be on for an hour. We're trying to keep it to an hour, okay? Maybe hour 15.
Through them chapters real quick.
Yes. So we will see you in 2 weeks, you guys. Thank you for joining. Let y'all listen to some music.
TikTok, sorry, you're not gonna get it. You cut off.
Oh well, yeah. Bye, you guys.